Most people recognize the iconic Lockheed Electra as the plane that Amelia Earhart was lost in. But a U.S. government design competition for a feeder airline-type aircraft led Lockheed to develop another version of the Electra they called the Electra Junior. In order to qualify for the competition, a prototype had to fly by June 30th, 1936. So to meet the deadline, Lockheed based its new plane around a scaled-down Electra 10 like Amelia Earhart flew. The Electra Junior, also known as a Lockheed 12, would carry 6 passengers and 2 pilots, but it would use the same 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engines like the big Electra 10. This made it faster than the bigger Electra with a top speed of 225 miles per hour. Like the Electra, the Lockheed 12 was an all-metal airplane. It had low-drag engine cowlings and 2-bladed props, and it also had the Electra's twin-tail fins and rudders, which were becoming a Lockheed trademark. It never really caught on as an airliner, but the Lockheed 12 was a popular plane to transport company executives or government officials. Oil and steel companies were among the major users, and a number were purchased as military staff transports. With the arrival of World War II, many of the civilian Lockheed 12s were requisitioned by the United States Army and Navy, Britain's Royal Air Force, and the Royal Canadian Air Force. Several of the civilian Lockheed 12s ordered by British Airways were actually intended for covert military reconnaissance flights. Sidney Cotton modified one of these aircraft for aerial photography, and in 1939 he overflew many German and Italian military installations, secretly photographing them during the months leading up to World War II. The plane flown by Sidney Cotton was originally purchased by Continental Oil Company, or Conoco as we know it today. That plane was the sister ship of Lockheed 12A, serial number 1205. And in 2017, the Spirit of Flight Museum was given the opportunity of a lifetime to acquire it. The Lockheed 12A began life with Conoco in 1936 and was sent to Canada during World War II as part of the Lend-Lease program. After the war, it floated around with several owners and was eventually acquired by aircraft dealer Charles Babb. He's the guy that signed Amelia Earhart's first pilot's license. From there, it floated around some more until it was eventually acquired by Bob and Carol Liner of Longmont, Colorado. After trucking it from the East Coast to Colorado, they slowly worked on it until the decision was eventually made to sell the project to the Spirit of Flight Museum. Years of pursuing the Lockheed had paid off. We moved the project from Longmont to our museum, just 10 miles away. From there, we transported it to our friends at Legend Flyers in Everett, Washington, to begin a restoration to airworthy condition. So we have one big piece that we still need to get to Everett for the final restoration, and that's this wing center section behind me. What are we going to do once it's all restored? Well, the goal is actually do living history ride experiences. And I promise you that it will be much more glamorous than what we experience on airline flights today. Make sure to run to the door if you hear us flying over.